It's MJ, it's NR, it's NA, it's NR, it's MJ, it's NR, it's NA, it's NR.
Let me take a sip of my cup.
It's MJ.
BeingLazy.com. Get all your merch.
Go get you something.
When something bad happens to you, you've got 17 to 19 seconds to get out of that mindset. If you do not, you will be sort of resonating at a certain frequency, and it will attract the same resonance throughout the day.
You bought
So much
now,
dripping,
Mark.
great
You
showers,
bought
still
it.
can't live aloof.
What?
Hopping out that Danny Phantom, unfathomable. Never seen a go within the ghost, agent with the cool smell of holy smoke. I ain't the whole can't sell my soul, the whole one know my real
But if
worth.
you could
I
ask
praise
Trump
the
one
goats
thing,
when
what
the
would it
creatures
be?
reach my eye. Life's a boat. I'm at
Do you
the
not care
home
about
wavelengths, relations of the
like,
ships that I keep afloat. I'm still remiss to
how is
the
it not a
abyss.
priority
Early
along with
dismissed,
everything else?
no school of fish. The
AI
streams get jet.
replacing jobs.
I think
streets with
5,
the
10
hits,
years,
and I
yeah, we're
still
definitely
wouldn't give a
good.
shit. I'm on the precipice of better
Yeah,
the bitterness
Bro,
don't
if
exist when
we get rid of
bitterness
Michael,
leaves
bro,
my lips. The
something
water
like
of the wine is
it's not
filtered
right.
to a liquor, flavored
It's
in the
not
embers
right.
of the spitters of the rain. We hear your hopes
My
and fears and
man.
pass along the sentiments.
Not my man,
Community in
but-
response to our abilities, our responsibilities when it comes to our gifts and disciples of our ancestors' great commission. Real game ain't free, pay attention. Real game ain't free, pay attention. Real game ain't free, pay attention.
All right, y'all, we just had
Real
Tone
game
on.
ain't free,
We
pay
back with another one.
attention.
ODD,
Real game ain't
POD,
free, pay attention. Real game
MARC.
ain't free,
You know me.
RASHID. So if you want shitty opinions, follow him at what underscore a underscore shitty underscore guy. You got it right.
Right. Shitty with 2 D's.
Yeah, shitty. I notice a lot of people now when people say shitty, they try to correct it in the captions with DD, like shit T, and I'm like, don't do it. Stop. I hate when the world starts doing shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is our shit. Like, why are you trying to
Right.
make our shit popular? Like, we didn't ask for that. This is
Right.
us for real. Y'all doing this for fun.
Like, that shit started in high school.
Nigga, and we're not gonna tell you how many years ago it was, but it was a bit.
Right.
We just look better than
Time.
we look better than
Well,
time.
we are. Right.
Look better than time itself. Chronos.
People still like, I thought you was like 24. I'd be like, thank
Still be
you. I
getting that.
mean, all right. I'll take
Appreciate it. Right.
Right.
Still got that jet black, nigga. Jet bliggy. Without the right. Without the just for men's. Just for men's?
Right.
Nah, we don't use that look good.
So-
What's popping off shit?
Not too much. Really, shit. Work been kicking my ass. I can't even lie to you. Like, I be tired. For real.
Me too, bro. It has not been the best weeks. Plus we're potty training right now. So life's been, if you just want to talk about that for a second, parents, potty training, shoot, girls, it's easier. So I can only imagine having a boy, but she's good.
So
She's
hard at it.
communicative. Yeah, right. Girls are communicative. She just needs to get more comfortable. It's just comfortability, because you ain't going, like, let's be honest, like, ain't nobody, I see grown people do this all the time, like, no, I ain't gonna take a shit at work. I'm gonna do it where I'm comfortable and shit like that. So I'm just like,
Me.
if you do it, then right. And you're 37 years old or whoever, like, you know what I'm saying? Then my daughter being 2, yeah, she's gonna have to build up her comfortability. To peeing is easy. So it's good though. It's challenging, it's tedious. It's like you gotta take off work. It's like 24/7. Like literally, like every 10 minutes you're asking them. Like, not getting frustrated when they do and being like, it's a no, trying to, all that stuff. So it's been tedious work on and off, podcast stuff. We're expanding into 2 podcasts. So life is very busy. It's worth it.
I do got one. Do you remember some years ago I was about to start that book club?
Yep.
Well, it's back on. A couple of my homies at work, they serious about it. So we even got our first book. It's the same book that we were about to read the first time.
What?
What's it called? As a Black Man Thinks. It's a small book. Like, shit, it's in my room.
I don't
It's
think I
in-
have it.
So definitely, of course, the invitation's open to you.
And our
I'm
community.
sure, right. Well, now, let's say I'm sure we're going to expand, once people start seeing us get going. What we
Right.
plan on doing is let's say whatever. So this book we ain't started yet because the third dude don't got his book yet.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be like, okay, let's read this amount, and then when we you read whatever you want, but when we get together, we're gonna talk about this part. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Right.
Like it's not just gonna be like, hey, we get together and talk about the books the whole time. You know how we do. We're gonna get together, we'll talk about that, and then it's gonna go into a little this, a little that. Might be somewhere, E-dubs or wherever. So I think it's gonna be fun.
If you want to
Also-
partake, odd community, hit us in the comments, hit us into your digs. We have to put this out as a separate clip too.
No, for real. And I was telling them, they know I got the podcast, and I was like, I'm gonna like put our shit on there. I
Yeah.
came up with a name. It's actually a name you already know. That Eon name, you remember? I was like, it's gonna come in handy one day. That EON.
Mm-hmm.
So at first I'm like, they ain't gonna be feeling this, but I was like, let me see. So I was like, all right, Intergalactic Organization of Nerds. I was like, all right. And I was like, Eon for short. And I was like, I'm gonna get shirts, and I hope they don't think I'm playing. You know, I will fucking mock up some shirts and get them motherfuckers. So that's the book club name, Eon. Like, I was like, you can do so much with that. My homie Peter, he's like 6'5", he's African, got an accent, and I'm telling him the name, and I'm like, now when I initially came up with it, I was like, it was Intergalactic Organization of Niggas. I was like,
Right.
but then I was like, if I want to really brand something, I was like, I'll call it Nerds.
Nerds.
He was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, because we're already niggas. He's like, we don't need to write it down. I was dying.
We already documented. It's already down on paper.
Right. So, yeah,
That
that's
Technically,
that's
it's our
new.
ethnicity.
Right. we are niggas. Yeah.
Correct.
That's what he said. That's what he said to me.
That's funny. That's funny. Shut up, Peter. Can you walk on
Yo.
water, Peter?
Right.
When it
Don't
gets
lose
stormy? You know where the rocks are? Hold on. Was Peter the one in the garden talking about he ain't know?
Was that him? He said, I
think
don't
Peter-
know that nigga.
You gonna deny me 3 times before the sun rises? Me?
Not me.
Jesus. I would
Never
never
me.
deny you. It's okay, Peter. It's okay.
They pressed that nigga, bro.
Bro, they did though. Straight up, dog.
Nah,
They
I
straight
seen
up, dog.
Will.
Me?
Me?
Peter?
You got
Peter?
the wrong nigga.
Bro, they said that he specifically has 11 to 12 people be rolling with him. And there's this dude named Peter, bro. Aren't you that Peter?
Like,
Bro,
no, I seen him with my own 2 eyes, bro.
there's 1,000 Peters out here, bro.
Right.
It's a normal name.
Right, nigga. I'm out here banging, nigga. What you mean?
The fuck on the highest nigga Pharisee to ever live, nigga.
What?
Hey, dog, and we laugh about this every time. I'm
That's
sure
fucking
people be like,
every time.
but it is hilarious.
Come
I'm
on,
sorry, but if I was
that's funny.
Jesus, I would have chuckled under my breath when he said, no, it's not me. I'm not gonna deny you. I would never deny you. I would
Right,
chuckle
come
under my
on.
breath and be like, bruh, hey, bruh,
Right.
don't stress. Don't stress about it, bruh.
Right. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you right now, bruh. When you disrespect me behind my back and talk about me behind my back, bruh, don't trip about it. I would
Don't
never
trip.
do that. All right, bruh. I'll see you on the other side.
Right. I'll still be here, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Just because I'm
that's
dead don't mean
hilarious.
I don't see everything.
Right. That's crazy.
That is, bro.
He
And
really got pressed.
Jesus he's a cool nigga, because if Nostradamus came back, he'd just be working for the betting casinos. He'd be working for the books.
No, for real. I
He
didn't
would have
think
went
about that.
commercial.
Either
would've went
that
commercial.
or like Google or Amazon. Somebody would have hired him immediately.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Algorithmically, God, Nostradamus, we would have never met him. He would be a slave somewhere.
That's crazy. Because he would
So-
be.
That's crazy. Speaking of that, though, in that vein, you haven't gone to see him, have you?
Not yet.
Okay. You heard the reviews on it? You scared to go see it now?
I still want to see it. Uh,
Are you scared to go see it?
I'm scared of being disappointed.
By a Jordan Peele piece of art?
Yes, being subpar.
That's okay. Ain't nobody perfect.
Marlon, he responded to that stuff.
What he say?
Something along the lines of, like, no, I'm not mad at the critics. That's their job to critique.
Right.
What else he say? He was like subjective, you know what I mean?
Right.
And he might have said something about being ahead of a curve that, like, you know, just like, yeah, like it, you might go see it and think the same thing everybody else is thinking, most people, but he was like, all my shit's been a classic, and some of it wasn't an instant classic. So
I
I was
agree
like,
with
okay,
him. I agree.
I hear you.
That's one thing about the Wayans that I will always give them that I feel is something special about them as a group is that they always know it though. It may not be the highest budget. It may not be the this and that, but they know it, bro. Like they know it. So it's like I respect them. Like some people can call Marlon corny and they're corny and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But like they're it though. Like I just feel that way about the Wayans. Like I have a certain respect about them, all the way from Living Color down, trickle down to White Chicks, trickle down to sorry, Wayans Brothers Show, and just like there's so much shit. Like outside of just that group, like their family and the effect they've had, and then finding Jim Curry, like y'all have the resources and shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they did that shit off a Fox budget. You feel me? And Fox flipped if people who don't know, Fox flipped a lot of their black entertainment money into this NFL deal that we get to enjoy. That's why there's no black. That's why they went so hard, and everything used to be on Fox. All black TV shows and what a lot of that stuff used to be on Fox. It switched over, and they flipped that money into these contracts that they got today. And then those shows ended up getting pushed out. Now, the same over Tubi today. And do we see a lot of niggardry on Tubi?
You say he's okay.
Tubi.
Yes, we do.
So
Yeah.
so I look
Yes,
at Tubi
we do see
today.
a lot.
I look at him as taking a penny stock, telling the niggas to go invest in it. I'm gonna be able, whatever shit you want to get off, come to Tubi. I'm gonna flip these penny stocks into $1 million, and then I'm gonna cash in. I'm gonna do something with that million, and y'all not gonna have nothing again. They're gonna go back to World Star. That's the way that they've operated in the past, so I imagine that's the way that they'll operate going forward. Like, it's no, like, racism, you know what I mean? Like, just what it is. It's who you've shown you are. You're going to do the same with Tubi. Actually, Tubi is a turned-up version. Back then, you gave us opportunity. Now you just opened up a lane just to, you know what I mean? Just terrible. Just too many Michigan movies. Too many Michigan movies. But no, seriously, I don't know. Just, we got to watch ourselves with that.
Back to your original thing though, I am gonna go see him. I'm gonna judge it for myself. I'm not gonna go in there, you know, with everyone else's opinion already. It's my opinion. If I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, okay.
I think me and you are going to have a different opinion because we play football. I think we know people who've made it at every single level. Multiple people done well at every single level. So I think we'll look at it with a different kind of eye to it. And people say that sometimes, I know like Matt Castellanos, sorry y'all took a L, but they was talking about like it's a little like too heavy-handed. A lot of people have said that. And you know, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I love Matt and them. That's why I watch them, because they have a certain level of media literacy about them that's like ingrained in them. That's why they're good at what they do. That's why they can speak to the things they do and do it so easily and just kind of comes off, right? Some people don't have that media literacy. They don't. And in today's age, even though they watch more screen than ever, they have less media literacy than ever. Like I heard someone say, y'all don't read, y'all just watch letters and put them together. And I thought about that and I'm like, that's deep. That's really deep, and it's scary that people don't, because yeah, sometimes I will have to read something 2 or 3 times. Yeah, sometimes blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But like never like getting ingrained in that experience and like your mind flickering and like doing these things, like the way it stimulates it, or just like skipping over that and just kind of doing it. I would equate it to almost like a video game, like you just trying to hurry up and beat a level instead of like ingraining yourself. You know what I'm saying? And like never finding this Easter egg. It's just like we're on 2 different levels here. So like, when it goes back to the media literacy point, I'm just kind of like, some people need that. More people need that than ever, actually. So as much as people don't like the heavy-handedness, I'm sorry, But in order for people to get their shit off, they can't leave as much gray area as they used to. That's just the way I feel about it, personally. So when people say that, I'm just kind of like, and then you said the Marlon thing, that might be the trend. That might be a trend. I'm not saying that's the one that he pointed to because I don't know exactly what he tweeted, but that might be a trend going forward where it's just kind of like, here's what it is. You're not getting it plated nice. You're not getting this certain filet mignon, this Wagyu beef and shit like that because you don't care. All you wanted is a steak and you want it flavorful. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how most of y'all eat. I keep making this shit and y'all not liking it. Or y'all not getting it how I made it. You're putting ketchup on my Wagyu. The fuck? It's this $300 slice of beef. It's a $3 condiment. I worked this hard to make these flavors. You don't even taste the flavors. It's just shit like that where I wonder about that. And then if you want to make it something simple, he didn't get the movie Weapons. And this was kind of his backup. We knew his priority was Weapons based off the way, the shit that we got about the way he treated his crew after not getting weapons. The rumors are probably substantiated, but I'll say alleged because this is a podcast and I don't got no money to get sued.
Right.
You feel me? He's not going to sue me anyways.
No, but back to your steak comparisons, I really like that. Because it's like, no, I'm not going to give you this Wagyu beef because I'll make this Wagyu beef and I know it's fire. It's fucking Wagyu beef. Y'all going to come on and be like, man, that Philly cheesesteak was fire. That's just, you know what I mean? Like,
right. If you put some onions on it and put a piece of bread on top and they eat it like a Philly cheesesteak, that's fire. And then you're just like,
give me that over. And it's like, well, that's why I made it the Wagyu beef one time just so y'all know I can do it. And for the real motherfuckers that know what they're tasting, I made it that one time. But now I'm just getting, whatever else because that's what y'all understand. Like, yes,
I gave y'all Get Out. It's like I gave y'all Get Out. That was a starting point. I gave y'all this. It got too complicated. I gave y'all Nope. Y'all acted like y'all didn't like it. That was actually more of what I wanted to start getting. You feel me? Like, what if it was that? And then him as a response. Nope was a response. Nope was a response to like Hollywood or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
You're right. One thing to note is he didn't direct it.
That is very true. So, that is something to note when it comes to the nuance of however people feel about the heavy-handedness. So,
sure, he had a hand in it, but...
Or if you want to compare it to Nope, Get Out, and Us, and then did he direct those in comparison to not directing this? Is that why you feel like it fell off a little bit? And like you said, we haven't even seen it. We got to go see it. We're talking about y'all's response and how they track that.
What you're saying, that would be like a ghostwriter taking the blame for a song. You know what I mean?
Correct. Correct. That's exactly what it would be
lyrics. Like, lyrics are dope. I didn't have nothing to do with the production, the beat making, how he delivered it. You know what I mean? I gave him how I imagined it when I was writing it, but at the end of the day, he's got to go record it, and how he does it, that's on him.
Right. So it's like, well, the reason that Drake album flop was Quentin.
Right.
What? He didn't deliver his vision well enough to. Well, that nigga put it out, put his name on it. I don't know. What do you?
Right.
The fuck? It was good enough then.
Right. Exactly.
So it's just shit like that. So that is all interesting points. So I think we brought up all the different nuances of the situation before seeing it.
Regardless, I'm going to check it out. We like Jordan Peele.
And we like football. It's going to be hard for me not to like this.
And we like Marlon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You, did you see Scary Movie 6 is being made to come out next year?
Mm-hmm. And I was just hyped because they got Regina and
White
Chick
Cindy
again.
back.
That's the last time we said checked in.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I literally like young memories, like way too young to be watching that shit. In my grandfather's basement, like he fell asleep like watching it or some shit. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is this? I'm looking at it like it's a piece of art. Like it's a scary movie, but like I didn't know what the word parody was at the time. So I'm like,
right.
But it's like, it's weird. Like they were about to have sex, and then some white stuff came up and shot her and stuck her to the ceiling. Like, what is going on? And then this dude's trying to kill him. This is weird. Like, it was just such a mashup that I was like, it stunned me. It was the first movie to like stun where I'm like, I'm so confused, but like I can't turn away type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm watching in awe. So like that definitely Scary Movie it's not one of my favorite movies, but it's one of the movies that had the biggest impact on me when I was young. When it came to like when I talk about media literacy and like being able to be like, what the fuck?
When I say they invented the parody movie, obviously parody's been around, but like how they did it.
They evolutionized it to our day and age. I will say that.
Right. They
like
made a whole movie out of it. Fuck a
They
skit. I made a franchise.
a franchise.
Made a
A
franchise.
franchise out of a parody to a franchise.
That's insane.
And I'll argue that it's bigger than the franchise. I will argue that. I will argue that. What's bigger? Scream as a franchise or Scary Movie? These are franchises. I want to ask this to the community, and I want to ask this to Car Ride Reactions.
That's a good one.
Send us something back.
That's a good one.
We might have to start an active conversation with them.
No, for real. That's good. We got to tag them in this one.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
For sure.
Definitely. That's tough. That's
the equivalent to Wayne hopping on your beat. Your song bigger than ever, but it ain't because of you. That's crazy.
In my mind, I'm like, what would happen if we lived in a world? Would that be the ultimate parody where Scream and Scary Movie came together? Like, would that like mess our minds up so bad to where like we couldn't go back and be like, they used to be two different things, but now we can't differentiate them no more?
What if they do that? And like, so the Scary Movie side is coming in, they being goofy and shit.
Yeah.
And then I know that even in Scary Movie, people were getting killed, but like, I don't know.
It wasn't
the real
as
Scream comes
serious.
in and really slashing nigga. They're like, hey, like, this ain't a joke no more. Like, but that's the movie. Like
This shit ain't funny no more. The joke's over.
But it's actually funny. Like how, like, I don't. That's
That is perfect. That is perfect. It's funny how scary it is because it has to be equally scary as funny.
Right.
So like it has to be, ooh, that'd be good. That'd be like if Dave Chappelle guest starred in Insidious or something. Like, I don't know.
It's like, no,
it's
nigga,
fucking, that shit's scary as fuck. It's hilarious though.
Right. Like it's fucking with my head. But that would be
that's my point, Rashid. In my head, I'm like, would it mess up our heads so bad to where we can't go back?
If someone does this, we got to record it. We good. We got to record it. We're going to drop this and be like, nah, we said this.
No, for real. Because like literally I can barely even think of something like that. It hurts my head a little bit. Like I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. Cause I'm trying to think of how it would be, but like, I feel like it would be good.
It's like, put two worlds together, okay. Now put two solar systems together. And you're like, hold on, there's two different suns. That's a bunch of different, you feel me? I don't know what rotates around what.
What if you're revolving around? What's the center?
What's it right? Two suns? Are we rotating around two of them? You feel me?
Like how?
Yeah, right. That's the way I feel where I'm like, oh, gosh. But that's like a crazy thought, though. I think that's an original thought, too. I don't think anyone's ever had. I ain't going to say that. I ain't going to say that, but I'm going to say very few people have had that thought.
You remember we're talking about a thought gets downloaded to about 100 to 200 people? Who acts on it first?
That'd be hard, too, like the most unique thoughts, like sending them out and being like, that's basically the premise to like, The Matrix. But what if you did that? What if that's the code to real life? Like breaking out, like creating like he's thought like finiteness and infiniteness.
My head's hurting. My head's hurting.
That's why when somebody was like recently was like, man, internet's the devil or something like that. And I'm like, I think you can find God through it too.
You can.
That's what I'm saying.
You can do both. And speaking of that, I don't even want to tell you this on camera. It ain't about me, but
Gosh,
just something. Try to remind me.
gosh, it's crazy when he said, I can't even tell you on camera. It's crazy. That's
Try to
crazy.
remind me.
Over the phone, but not on camera. It's crazy.
I got a few things. Like I said, a few quick hitters. I wanted to say this with Tone, but it looked like he has some shit to do. I didn't want to hold him up too long.
Right.
Have you heard this? So I'm just going to read it. According to data from the CDC, Black fathers are often more involved in their children's day-to-day activities such as bathing,
Yeah.
dressing, helping with homework, and playing with their children compared to their white and Hispanic counterparts.
Yes, I've heard that. Yep.
And
All my Black friends have always been actively, and my father as well, and my grandfathers.
you took the words out my mouth because I'm like, so we go online, we see certain things about niggas ain't shit, and you know the jokes, the stereotypes of the y'all even got fathers, this and that. But like you just said, shit, all the niggas I know are like deeply involved with their kids. I mean, deeply, like day to day, everything. Like, so I would always be like, you know, all right, maybe it is just, you know, I don't know. But the fact that you're saying that, I'm saying that, it's crazy that they like are still getting that stereotype over. I guess is my point. Like,
Stereotypes, they can be very dangerous. I feel like twofold, kind of. They can be dangerous because, like, there's just as many white people in our community who are affected by these things. Actually, in our community, right, there'd be more white people affected by it, just off sheer numbers, but, like, I don't know percentage-wise. So stereotypes can be dangerous, and, like, because you can think, oh, yeah, well, you know, the West End or the news or all these things that are so easily oversimplified. And then, you know, you got two niggas who always had their daddy in their lives and, you know, grandfather, you know, just whatever it is where it's just like, I have a lot of examples of positive men around me. I know people who like, I know, it's not like I don't know people. I know plenty of people whose fathers aren't in their lives, but I feel like we grew up kind of new generationally where it's like, I had white friends, I had Black friends, I had Hispanic friends. It didn't matter. That shit was equal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to say. That shit affected everybody. It's like drugs, like, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no percentage where it's like the Black community uses this amount of drug, this certain drug, and this and that. Drugs are drugs, bro. They gonna affect everybody's community the same because they drugs. You feel me? And just saying,
drugs.
and the oversimplifying it is what's dangerous. So that's what I gotta go back to. Is just like these things where we just attribute it to a certain community. It was really never true, if we want to be honest, but it's less true now more than ever. And the other thing I want to speak on, the other tip, is that as a father now, I feel like that's something that everyone has always told us we ain't shit unless we're a good father. Like, we're not shit. Like, that is literally like the level. Like, okay, so you may not have this or that, but you ain't shit if you ain't at least there trying to be a father. So that's most of our baseline of being a man and a human. You know, is responsibility of life. We're judged by that, not only by ourselves, but by our community and by our own families intensely. So, you know, and community based, like we're very community based. So it's like, you got to take care of your peoples and your shit. And that affects all of us. And you know what I'm saying? Like, cause if not, then we the ones raising it, the grandparents, and that's something else. And just, I don't know, just that whole conversation is like, for me, I got to watch myself and say, create space and time and energy for yourself and recovery and sleep and this and that, because feel like that I always have to do it and be there and this and that. I compare myself to that standard. So it can also be dangerous because you're burning at both ends. And you never really recovering yourself or helping yourself. You're always giving. You know what I'm saying? And me and you have talked about the 30-year-old burnout of Black men and how to avoid that pitfall. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been there maybe a couple of times, maybe before 30. You feel me? But like, it's tough. It's tough. So I don't know. The battle of expectations is in your head. You got to figure out a way to live out your life, your truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's the stereotype, the comparison. I think it all builds up into this mixing pot of medicine you take every morning to make sure you ain't a fuck up. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, we have this weird standard
No, I agree.
outside of our community and then within our community. The people outside our community don't understand it, the one within it, and the ones within it definitely understand what's outside. It's weird. And I thought about it today because I'm like, my dad, I didn't have a big brother. So like you, Damo, and my dad are like my big brothers for real. So it's just like, I don't know. There's a lot of hats we got to wear then too. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy, bro. I think we may look at it and say, we may be the best dads. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Race doesn't define that either. But if we're just looking at the numbers, we may be the best dads when it comes to time. But like, we put a hell of a standard on ourselves. We gotta watch it too. I think I don't know. It's a lot, bro. It's a double-edged sword. I'm like, I see good dudes having babies. Have more babies, nigga. We need more like you. We need more. I don't care what you raising. I know they're gonna be right with you. They may mess up a little bit, but they got you. You feel me? But it's hard. The world makes it harder than ever to have a child. It's difficult. You gotta have people in your life for real. Otherwise you're gonna be either broke and dead. You're not gonna have the people around to help teach when you can't do it all. But if they're not there, if you don't have them young enough, they're not gonna be there. You feel me? It's like, that's why I'm like, I feel like I battle all that shit all the time in my mind. So I don't know. Went on big tirade. You tell me how you feel from your perspective of
No,
not having kids, or not even that. You an uncle, so you uncle to many. So you've seen actually every perspective except your own.
right. I mean, what you're saying, I mean, shit, that's why I'll just let you go because that's a lot of it that you just tackled. We definitely put a lot on ourselves. I know I'm not a father, but I'm saying, like, I see it. I see, my dad's dad wasn't in his life. So I know, like, that was something huge in his life. I'm sure when he was in his 20s and started having babies with my mom, like, I'm gonna be there. Like, good, bad, right, wrong, but shit, I'm gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, making sure that regardless of whatever I got going on in my life, good, bad, right, or wrong, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there day-to-day activities. I'm gonna, like, and then I think also each generation it improves, not like in a way of like, oh, I'm better than you, but like, I'm gonna take what you taught me. I'm gonna apply what you taught me, the new stuff I've learned as the world has progressed, and that's what I'm gonna apply. You know what I mean? So it's a building block almost. And like I said, I mean all the people I know. It goes to my brother, you, Nick. You know what I mean? All these people, Mike. Y'all all, I mean, I'm actively hands-on, like making sure that no, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna give my time, and I wholeheartedly believe that even if any of y'all, let's say we're rich, you know what I'm saying? Just like, I mean, real money, you're still gonna be like, it's gonna be that internal thing of like, where I compare myself to this, and
Right.
even about the money, it's like, no, I want to be there. Like, so the numbers are the numbers, but what I do know about black men, we want to be there, and most of us are there. So I don't know if I
True.
exactly answered your question, but it's just some thoughts.
True. Very true, man.
And Damo too.
It's all worth it.
Damo too.
Yeah, it's all worth it though. That's the best part about it. And the people say that all the time, and it's just like, I didn't know, you know what I mean? But like now I'm getting older, I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna be busy all day anyways. I'm gonna be up from this time to that time anyways. I'm gonna be up from 6 a.m. to midnight probably. So, whatever you want, whatever you need, shit, let's go ahead and get it done type shit. Like, I don't know, it's just shit becomes more priceless and just all this shit. So just all the sayings, you just start, one day you wake up and you're like, fuck, it's a Progressive commercial. I turned into my parents. Look at you. I remember when you was this big. I remember when you was this big. Oh, shit, bro. I got my 15-year class reunion next week. Bro, you feel me? You just start saying shit and you just like, the
Right.
You feel me? Like, so it's all part of the journey. It's fun, man. And that's the thing though, like, it's fun. Like, for real. Like, that's why I said it's all worth it. Like, I don't know, man. People will be speaking down on shit and be so, and I'll just be like, it's just your situation. That's not how you feel about the actual experience. You may have a shitty baby mama. You may not have the help. You know what I'm saying? You may not have that, but I'm impressed with the black men in my life. I'm doing real good
For
numbers,
real.
man. And like, I've been thinking about this for a long time. How many clubs do we need to start with, Shad? Like, for real. But like, we need this, like, create some kind of space, bro, for it ain't gotta be just for black, but just for people who are all there together at the same point. You ain't necessarily gotta have kids, but you trying to build something that's good for the next generation. And if the next generation ain't your kids, and fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But you feel me? Just what does that look like? You know, I see a dad's club in Dallas or something like that, where I'm like, that's cool. You can do something like that, but I'm like, what does it look like? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, we just cooking out and renting out a park and just bringing our kids there and creating community, or we serving the community, or is it different each time? But are these all experiences for something that we can teach our kids and bring them along? What does that look like? You know what I'm saying? That's something that has just been on my mind, because I'm like, there's a lot of niggas doing a lot of good shit and a lot of good work and never stopping, but like, where's the space for them? Because it's hard. It's not easy.
I agree. And that would be something probably a lot of dudes need.
It would be very
And that's
popular.
right.
And that's another thing too. Like, we need that shit. Like, you know, me and you were talking about it. It seems very healthy conversation right now, but like, it's very tense. It's very compact. It's very like, it definitely has its moments all the time. So if you don't have healthy, this is where parenting's funny as hell. If you don't have healthy, I'm not going to call them coping mechanisms, because coping isn't necessarily healthy, but you know what I'm saying? If you don't have healthy ways of getting your shit off, this is when it comes back and affects you. I can see now when people like pick up weight or get out of shape, or, you know, smoke more, drink more, this or that, blah, blah. I can see how this shit starts to happen easily. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you got to have healthy habits. So what are those healthy alternatives that are being offered? At the very least, community is a big one.
A lot of us played sports, so like that was our base. First, all the way through high school, we had that. Even if shit's going bad, shit, I'm about to go be with my team, and that's always fun. You know what I mean? It's definitely, like you said, it's just church. It's a congregation. It's a community that is there for support, whether directly or indirectly.
You know, I thought about something that I feel like would be nostalgic and like healing for people. Adult Field Day.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But I just feel
RJ
like
did that, or at least adult kickball. I don't
he
know
did,
who he was
right.
playing with or for, but
He
he did
did.
that.
Yeah, but I'm just
Something
saying,
similar
like,
like that.
yeah, just some shit that takes us backward. Let's lose yourself in the moment for a little bit. You feel me? Go back to the people you used to do it with, doing shit you used to do. You feel me? Like, take it back one time. Maybe enjoy it with your kids. But what does all this look like? Like, and you don't have to have the answer when you first start out. You know what I'm saying? What does that look like? So that's been on my mind heavily. I ain't gonna lie. So it's just like, where can we get that started? So
I think we're building a community.
me too.
Obviously, with this, it's expanding, and we're at the point now where people like a Tone Stallone. It's like, hey, I want to send people y'all's way, or hey, all the shit that I want to announce, I'm getting it off through y'all. Like, so I think we're on the right track. What I'm trying to say for all of it, it's
Right.
just we're building the people. It's just about like, okay, meet us here, and we're gonna do this. You know what I mean? So
And you know what my dream is for real? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even tell nobody this. I prayed on this week. I'm like, it's not necessarily a black, more like a metro, like farmer's market. Not necessarily, I think I've talked to you about it for like a market, just like once a week, maybe Friday nights, pull up and it's everything. So Sure, flea market. Get your shit off. If you sell art, if you sell food, get healthy alternatives down to places who don't get healthy alternatives. So get some of the people that I know at the farmers markets maybe come down and do this, and try to create a safe space where it's not, just some Friday night. I'm worried about some shit getting shot up or just some shit like that. Like, nah, invite the police. We're trying to build the world that we want to see. You feel me? And I know good police who I would like to think would pull up if they have the time. So it's just like, what does this look like? You know what I'm saying? Where it was like, it's almost in my head. It's like, instead of a website, what is this central point where like you can get a mixtape, healthy food, some shoes, some art, and then go home and be safe. You can't do that shit. You can, I
Be
guess.
dope.
But just some shit, but it's like hip and just healthy, and it's maybe you can have a little dance party in some spot, or just, feel me, just whatever it is, just a place where we can all get our shit off at. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't
That would
know.
be dope.
So speaking of community, it's
The
like
odd, the odd mall.
crazy niggas tricked out Lenny Lyles at 26 and Broadway, tricked that motherfucker all the way out.
Right. That's really dope. Like I can see that. Even if it started as like once a month, you know what I mean? So it gives
Yeah.
people to keep getting their shit together for the next time.
Yeah, just something that could start out maybe in the summer months where you could do it maybe outside to have us meeting
Yeah.
space, whether you use a church or this or that, expand, because that's where the farmers markets are at right now. I know there's a church in the West End down on Broadway just built a pavilion over top of the basketball courts. Like, you use that, rains, if it rains or not, just shit like that, where Jefferson Pavilion's farmers market's the same way. I'm seeing a lot of things. I'm like, we got it. Just find a way to get it done. So I don't know. We'll get it done though. We'll get it done.
Sure. I mess with that.
So it was a good question.
Switch it up a little bit. This is like funny and messed up at the same time. This is a case from 2020. There was a black man named, I'm probably gonna mess his name up, Santor Thomas or Santor Thomas. That's his name. He sued his employer for racial discrimination. Oh, he, he gets a check, like $99,000 or whatever much it was. He goes to his bank that he's been with, and they won't they won't cash the check for him. They think it's fake. They call the police on him. So guess what he does? He sues their ass for racial discrimination. Wins that. So this nigga, I'm like, bro, can somebody please call me a nigga at work so I can do so some shit like this can happen for me. The nigga's out cashing his check for racial discrimination gets discriminated against. Like, nah, nigga, that check is fake. And then wins that shit too. He might, I don't know. I thought that was funny. It touches on a few different things. Like, damn, a nigga can't even legally go about shit like without, you know what I mean? Like, but that's funny to me.
Oh, with me and you working at banks before, I think I've worked at a few banks that would have gotten in trouble for this exact behavior based on some of the stereotypes held by the people who were working there. Let me tell this story. This is a good one. So we're playing a certain radio station at a place in the East End, right? And I'm like, man, this music, like, I swear, lyric wise, like, they just be saying some shit, but it just sounds good because it's some classic rock type shit. You feel me, or whatever? I'm like, I'm changing it to 96.5 or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I swear, bruh, the first time that I even like went to go do something and came back, it was changed. So then I'm like, I'm gonna change it again to see if somebody changes it again. Marcus, yeah, we play different kind of music. Yeah, just something like different, I'm just kind of like, huh.
Say what you gotta say.
So it's okay when somebody says some sexual enticing shit on top of some classical rock. You say some sexual enticing on top of some 808s. And it is and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm just going back to the principle of, your customer base isn't comfortable with that. They're more comfortable with that.
Like, and when I know what you want to say to me, just say it.
But they
You're
can't,
beating around the bush.
because then I'm going to sue them.
Right. And go get Go
Go
get 2
get
checks.
run it up on it. 2 checks. That's my new rap name, nigga. Because that's how
Right,
long. That's
2
how much it took
checks.
for the down payment on my album.
Shit,
Yeah,
you
shit.
shoulda kept baiting them until they did. Say it. I know you want
No,
to.
I know you want to say it about
I
them
know
niggers.
you. Say it. Speaking of, have you heard?
I thought it was fake.
Have you
I
heard
thought it
the
was fake. I thought it was fake. I thought it was fake. Okay, conspiracy theory. When Trump gets you out of jail, you owe that nigga. We keep talking about young boy
nigger?
like he didn't make a pro-Trump song, and now he's out making. He's doing a Taylor Swift tour at this point. This nigga's young boy is making so much money. We forgot that he's even making this much money. He's making so much money, and Trump just got him out on some. You know, I got you type shit. I don't know, man.
Ain't nothing that coincident. What
Lil Wayne did the
what
same
is
thing too, right?
massive?
No. Lil Wayne did the same thing too,
Right.
right? On his album, he didn't make a MAGA song. He made pro MAGA lyrics. He wrote pro MAGA lyrics, is what I will call it. Other people will just say, you know, conservative, blah blah. I wouldn't say that either. I would, but look. Either way it goes, it's in the hemisphere. So it's my point is once you're pardoned, you have to do something that goes against what your culture stands for.
I got 2 things. And Wayne, I mean, he made the song Georgia Bush back in the day, which is, let's be honest, the complete opposite of that.
And that's why I'd be
Then
like,
he used to rap. I mean, I'm sure we can find lyrics about him shooting at cops or whatever. But then, do you remember the interview like
yes,
some years
yes.
ago? Complete change up.
And this,
A
yeah,
complete change up.
and this is the thing, like, okay, so like, it's this weird dynamic I get from like the white community when it comes to Lil Wayne, right? So like, there's a Skip Bayless effect where like this, like, I'm not gonna say older, but not younger, maybe mid to, they're kind of like, they mess with Lil Wayne, but they mess with him in a way, like, that's a lightning rod comment for them of why they mess with Lil Wayne. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's in the Skip Bayless first things first kind of way. Or I said first things first, undisputed kind of way. Where it's like, I don't know, like, you wasn't messing with him when he was a hot boy. Like, he was a super predator, according to Hillary Clinton. But you feel me? Like, I'm trying to figure out, where did you make that switch? Where? Because it seems
The
like
Carter
you made
threes.
it. It seems like you, and most of y'all made it on the Carter 3. Let's be honest. Let the beat build and we. Y'all like Bobby Valentino for real. Y'all never knew that nigga because y'all don't listen to R&B. Just shit like that where I'm like, look, I don't. Oh, Truck Fit too, and then going super pop, and then our high school times, and then him doing all that shit. Okay, yes. Yeah, I'll
Rebirth.
give you. Yeah. His rebirth and that, and the rock music. I'll give you all that too. But I'm talking about my specific, who I'm talking about, rap. They don't know none of that music. So that's what I'm saying. That's a lightning rod point that's like his Michael Jordan. You feel me? I sell shoes to both sides. You feel me? That was one of his moments where he literally rose up into conservative, like, ish. What do they call it? When you expand your fan base, he basically did that. And so like, ever since then, I look at everything that anyone does, whether it's Kanye putting on, you know, meeting up with Trump and putting on this mask, this or that, whether, like I said, it's the people I mentioned before, Young Thug and Young Boy. You know what I'm saying? So like, whether it's any of that stuff, I'm like, it feels like a Trump tax you got to pay when you're pardoning.
And back to Young Boy for 1 second. Do you know what massa is? I genuinely am asking like that. MASA, I think that was the name of one of his albums. Like, what is it?
I don't know.
What's that name?
It's one letter off from MAGA though. But that's
One
my
letter off from
point.
MAGA. It's like how what we say when we're speaking like a slave back in the day, all massa. Like, I don't know. I'm ignorant to it, but when I hear that name, I mean, what do you think?
As Black
Like,
people, we
I don't
think
know.
massa. We think massa. We think MASSA. And people be like, it's what it kills me. It's like, no, it's not right. Logically, yeah, it is. You know how many things have been alchemized down and a letter taken off? There's so many words that you use. There's people who freed themselves by changing the way their last name's spelled in the South. What are you talking about? maximization of, that's why I don't like arguing with people, because like there's examples of everything everywhere around you. You just decide to pick up whatever is in your gravitational field to support what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you. Like you can't play me. Like I'm not playing that game with you. Don't come over here with that shit. You can keep it over there. Do it with somebody else. But when the iPod come on, we're not accepting that shit at this time. Bring us something else.
Right. I got like 2 quick hitter questions. So first one, did you know that what was it? Shit, yesterday, Cracker Barrel had all you can eat pancakes for $5. Did you go?
But I did think about this joke since the last time we've talked. Remember Jordan? Jordan said you could hear the whoopsh in the air. You see? I was thinking they be playing Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay, but then their version. I said that's a very bad joke. Let me not use that. Watch me whip, watch me nay nay.
Yeah, that's fucked up. You could be like,
nah, bro. See, and that's exactly why, because no offense, white people, but white people love doing the niggas dance moves. That'll get y'all in trouble. But then with this new administration, y'all might be able to get away with it, which is why we can't. That don't even make sense.
Y'all might really, y'all really might.
It don't make no sense. It is crazy because we gotta be the coolest niggas, because we don't even be fighting y'all and shit. We just be we don't be letting shit slide. But at the end of the day, we don't be tagging y'all niggas for shit. You feel me?
Right.
We don't be tagging y'all niggas for shit. So
maybe one day, shit. Maybe one day.
Right, but it just is what it is type shit. So I don't know, man.
Did you know that they were doing it? The $5 all you can eat?
Probably if I had time, yeah. It was and like almost like an experiment too. Like, is what Jordan said for real?
Right.
Let me go try it.
Let's go see for ourselves.
And I probably would have been like, fuck, he's right.
Hey, damn.
But there's another thing I want to talk about. Sometimes when I be eating I don't know. Sometimes I'll be eating like fast food or something, and I'd be like, man, I wanted this or blah, 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 and I get it and I start eating it. I'd be like, this motherfucker's not even good. It's not even good. Like when I really think about it, when I really think about what I'm eating and I'm tasting it and I'm slowing down and I'm like, this shit's trash. It's just hot.
This is literally.
It's just, because if it was cold, it would be terrible. It would be so bad.
There's only one thing that I eat often that I ain't gonna lie, I genuinely I like it. I love it actually. And that's Indies. I fuck with Indies. Like I don't have to warm the chicken up. I can eat it cold.
Okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's almost gonna be my measure now. Like, can I eat it cold though? Because like if your shit's only good hot, like I'm concerned. Because like try to eat some McDonald's cold or just some shit cold, and you just be like, this is
terrible.
You might sometimes
you
like, right? Thank you. All right, thank you. Allegedly. So that's why I'm like, I don't know shit. I be thinking that sometimes. I'll be like, maybe it's this guy trying to tell me that, nigga, you ain't even eating no real food, nigga. I don't like to bring conspiratorial shit to people and just fuck people's mind up. But I think about it often. So
the other one,
Cracker Barrel pancakes.
The other, so someone like made a map of like all the U.S. states and what you would have to make yearly to be considered the top 1%. So I got 3 questions about that. What do you think the highest state, and how much? Really? Okay, I ain't gonna do how much. I'll tell you how much at the end. What do you think the highest earning state? What do you think the lowest earning state? And then what do you think Kentucky is?
Connecticut?
As the highest?
Yeah.
You got it. You got it. How much you think to be in the top 1% of Connecticut that you have to make yearly?
2 million.
Little less than that. It's
okay. I just want
1.2.
I thought that at first, but I said 1.8. I just went crazy.
You got the state. That's crazy, because before I looked around all of it, I'm thinking Cali, just because of, Hollywood and shit. I know it's going to inflate that. Maybe a Texas, but nope. It's a lot of them motherfuckers up in that Northeast. Connecticut, Massachusetts was pretty high.
Vermont,
New York,
Massachusetts
New
is
York
high.
was a nice amount.
You want me to tell y'all the truth? Think of places with no ghettos. As soon as you get ghettos, and people think, ghettos cancel you out.
Damn, I didn't even think about that. Where the hell the ghetto at in Vermont? Where the hood at? The niggas up there banging.
The fuck?
Uh,
The fuck? Ain't no way. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
There's
I
no
really don't
way
want to do y'all. There's no way. There's no way y'all banging like that in Vermont.
that y'all up there banging.
There's no
no
way.
way.
I promise to you.
New
There's
Hampshire?
no. Bro, what are y'all banging in Uggs?
Right.
What are y'all banging in?
New Hampshire,
Yeah.
Maine.
Maine? Yeah. Fuck.
Super Flag might be the hoodest nigga up in Maine just because he been around hoopers.
God. I
don't
don't
know.
even know. I don't even know a
I'm
city
just
up there.
talking, y'all.
I was about to say, I don't even know a city up there. What's a city in Maine? Isn't there a city up there? What's the capital?
Right. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Like, we can't even think of a city up there, bro. That's why I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, bro. If you banging up in those top 3 states, stop it.
see. Capital of Maine, Augusta.
I thought it was Augusta, but I thought I was lying because I'm like, it's Georgia. All right. Yeah.
Right.
Like Augusta, like people banging. I know.
Portland is the biggest city.
How many people? 50,000?
Portland, 66,000.
66,000. Come on, y'all. We got 1 million people in Louisville. Ain't no way. Metro Louisville. Or whatever. Radcliffe included. All that shit. When you include them. So.
Okay. Let's move to.
Y'all, Kentucky's.
The lowest. No, the lowest before we get to Kentucky.
Mississippi.
So I'll give you one. Two. It's actually not. That's the first one I looked at, but it's not.
Louisiana?
I'll give you one hint. It's not in the deep south.
No. It wouldn't be Arkansas. They have too many billion. It's not in the deep south. It's not Tennessee, is it?
It is close to Kentucky. Actually.
West Virginia.
I'll stop there. Yep.
I don't know why I don't know why I said any of them. West Virginia. Take me home. Yeah.
Maine, or not Maine, Mississippi's second, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. West Virginia, what you think theirs is to be in the top 1%?
66,000.
It's more.
Oh, okay, my bad.
They're gonna be like, this brother disrespected us.
Throw up your knots, honey. Throw up your knots. Hey.
Band for band.
Band for band in West Virginia featuring Central C is crazy.
They
what is it, 98? 105.
A nice amount for us, shit.
For real? Like 150, 200?
I make it's north of that.
Damn, why?
To be in the top 1% in West Virginia, you gotta make at least 412,000.
Shut the up. There's no way. The top 1% be.
That's their top 1%.
They must not have a large 1%. You know what I'm saying? Like their 1% is like 10 people. Not, just in comparison to somewhere that's like Texas or California, who's like this many. My 1%'s 500,000 people. So them making $2 million is much more than 100 people making 500,000. Just whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What's Kentucky?
What a number?
Top 1%. I'll go 650,000.
You ain't that far off. It's a little lower.
Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking 600,000. I just went higher. So what? 550?
It's 514. According to the map, I didn't look up any of this data myself. This is according to the map.
That's interesting. So
I just thought that map was interesting. I came by it. I was like, yeah, some numbers. I got
maybe if me, my wife, my mama, my sister, and my daddy all went in, we could
into the top 1%.
And that's maybe like that's why my mom. You feel me? Like I don't think we could. I don't think we could, Rashad. I think it would take probably about 8 to 10 of us.
So I got one last thing about one of your favorite people, the Stephen A. Smith quote.
Gosh, that's way worse than Trump. It's way worse.
During a recent interview, Stephen A. said, "There are too many people who never played the game acting like they know it all." I'm going to read the whole quote. Unfortunately, on too many occasions, cats that didn't play, they want to act like they knew it all on their own. When it's impossible, I will never disrespect an athlete by acting like I know what people who actually didn't know. I don't know more. I know what I know. I can come at you from a scribe, from a pundit, from a commentator's perspective, but I never disrespect. I always make sure you know I don't know what you know. What you think about that?
You know, I'm teaching my daughter like words and the meaning of words. Like, you know, like you can say something, but like how it's interpreted is also part of it too. So like you just can't. So like you can say stuff, but like what the truth is about like its effect. So like you can say something, but if you don't feel it hurts somebody and they feel it hurts them, then it hurt them. So if Stephen A says, I would never do such a thing, and people have said for years that you do this thing consistently, nah, I'm just gonna go side with them. I don't even think I'm about to get emotional. You feel me? About like, you feel me? You are who you are. You are what you are. Don't play me like I'm dumb, though. I think that's where I start getting back and my emotions start revving up again. So that's where I ended at.
I thought the same thing. I was like, but you do. Like, but you, I mean,
you and
maybe
Kevin
I'm tripping.
Durant
I'm
have
like,
active beef, right? Him and Kevin Durant have active
me and
beef over
LeBron.
this exact. And LeBron, the biggest people in the game.
So
I mean, only one other
I
person
thought the
really
same
helped.
thing.
I mean, look at the gold medal team this past year. There's only one other person, Steph Curry, and he very rarely chooses to. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. And even then, he wouldn't even be a good litmus test because he's so nice and serviceable to everybody despite any feelings about anything. Steph's different. You can't compare him to other people when it comes to that. Like, what are we supposed to do in these situations? Are we just supposed to let them like or not? Because it's like dangerous when they be lying though. We don't check them.
Right.
I'm sorry, but it feels very out of the conservative playbook. Something he's been known to affiliate with, right or wrong. Okay, but that goes back to patterns and watching you and the way you communicate.
One thing to note, a lot of people on the post, there's a lot of laughing emojis. So we ain't the only ones. They're like, are you serious?
In his commercial, not just in his job, like in his field and everything, like I can't tell anymore if that's a win for him or not, which is scary for me. I'm like, does he win either way? And that goes out of the conservative handbook too. So said, not right or wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think some of the shit Trump does is genius. That's evil genius. I would never do it, but it's genius. Disinformation, his disinformation campaign is one of the greatest the world will ever see in the new age. It is so good. It's so good I question myself. I question whether I need to keep reading or not. It's good. I mean, it is good. It is really good. It confuses me. And I feel like I'm pretty good with the media literacy tip. So I'm like, if they confusing me, I can only imagine people who have who have very little to stand on, and just, I can see why they go to Fox News or social media or X or just whatever, and then get that quick dopamine hit and just don't even go in and read nothing to make sure nothing's right. It's just shit like that where I'm just like, no, that's what
I definitely agree.
Greatest disinformation
As
campaign
far
ever.
as, so being able to split, like, we're not saying, he's saying his strategy, whichever side you're on, is fucking genius. And there's been a lot of pieces of shit, a lot of evil people throughout history, but we're just talking about the strategy. It's fucking genius, which is why it worked.
Right. It's very simple. Like, I don't know. And on the misinformation to people and examples, it's just kind of like, I don't know whether to keep reading the Charlie Kirk post because I can't tell, if his lapel exploded into his neck and this is really Mossad's Jewish, whatever. And this is some signal he was getting from his man or not. And either way, no matter if I believe it or not, I'm going to come away with that, whether I'm conservative or liberal, with even more intensified thoughts about the other side. That's why it's
Yep.
so like it's
Yep.
like it's like a piece of art that, but depending on who's looking at it, that's how it fucks with you. It just shows you a reflection of yourself, but you really think that's the enemy or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said there's so much cognitive dissonance to the white man fighting each other right now. Like it's hard for me to explain it because I'm kind of still like analyzing it. Maybe I'm kind of looking and I'm still kind of figuring it out. But like Lil Wayne is part of that, and the Young Boy tour is part of that. It's all the same. Hold on, the Young Boy tour. Did you see that they said this is what it looks like when this is what it looks like when Scar took over in Lion King and all the hyenas was out running shit?
Bro, yes. Yes.
Bro.
Now, shout out RDC where Mark, he was doing how Young Boy Security be. If you ain't seen that, bro, go watch that.
No,
That's
bro, I
fucking
haven't seen it. I have not seen it.
bro. Starts off like he's he's like in the camera just like security. He's like, I'm willing to die for this shit. And then and so he starts his shift and he gets like out there and like, I don't know, them niggas is out there just wilding, bro. And he's like ends up being terrified. Like, it's funny. You gotta watch it.
It's all the same.
Also shout out to Lil Ratchet. He's back on it. He's back releasing videos again.
Shout out to Lou Ratchet for sure.
I seen one today. It was talking about if trap niggas got audited, and some niggas audited him and saying like, "We had you on." He's like, "We had you on the block for 3 days from this time to this time. And you only had $600." Like, bro, it's funny. He's doing this shit where he's all in the camera and shit. Like, bro, it's funny.
Come on, that's funny. Nah, it's about to die, ain't you? Yeah, shout out to Lou Ratchet. He plays a trapper. He live streams a trapper video game that's hilarious to watch him play. It is fucking hilarious, Rashad. Nigga, it's really in depth though. Like he really be banging. Like he really be banging on the corner. Like he really be flipping shit. He be finding connects. He be doing B&Es. He really be running from the police. Like it is such an in-depth game. It's hilarious watching Lou Ratchet play it. Cause they did an update. He was always being like his little sly nigga or something. And he was like, the new update is you can be a comedian and you can joke your way out of shit and shit like that. I'm like, oh shit. So the nigga's trying to turn his comedian archetype up and shit. But he's wilding, bro. He's fun. Lou's fun. Oh, my bad. No, it is.
What you gonna say?
I was gonna say I didn't
Alabama.
do a good job. I didn't do a good job of wrapping my point back around with the Young Boy stuff and all that, wrapping it back around to WWE's issue with black talent.
Ooh.
I meant that's what I knew. I was
you
like,
want to do it?
I meant
that sounds good.
We'll go back to Alabama and we'll finish with that shit. So what I was saying earlier about, whoop-de-doo, Young Thug, nigger, like he's never made music like that, but now he's saying ER on the head. He's never said that. I ain't gonna say he's never said it. I'm pretty much sure he's never said it though. Or Young Boy turning in from Massa is also one letter away from MAGA, and also, feel me? And then you go to the Lil Wayne's bars on his last album and how far he's come, and Kanye West. And so you look at all the people around who, to me, whether or not they positively embody Trump and whatever favors or whatever's going on between them, right? Whether they positively embody that or not, they are used in his overall game plan or scheme of perception on groups of people. So like they don't strengthen his delegation with his relationship with the black delegation, right? He reinforcing their negative stereotypes about black people. So what his group of people think, they reinforce that. Young Boy being probably the most recent and most prominent. So it's almost like they're this little sideshow. We've always felt like in wrestling, WWE being the lightning rod for wrestling over the past 35 years, probably, right? WWF before that, but you get the whole point. That yeah, but after WCW and shit. So it's a twofold kind of way. It's like the Lamar Jackson process of like they want leaders of their franchises to be of their mode of choosing, right? Like this marketable, sellable thing, which generally isn't a black man, right? A white man can sell everything. A black man can only sell so many things to where you're confident. Like he can't sell portfolio shit. White people aren't confident in a black man selling shit about their portfolio. You know what I'm saying? Just shit like that when it comes to the comfortability, because you're looking for an overall thing to sell. And then with the cultural shift that we're talking about, I feel like that creates a perfect storm to what we've seen in WWE over WWF or the whole franchise over the past, like you said, 40 years when it comes to, I don't know how. And also, it's not in my best interest. So it's a double-edged sword to where it's like, even when I got someone who can really sell more, The Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin? I know what people are going to want to say now. The Rock, Dwayne is so big after this whole time. The Rock. Yeah, sure, after this whole time, but while it was going on, it was Stone Cold. The same way that Serena Williams was the best tennis player, but Maria Sharapova was killing her in endorsements on the tour. Serena's beaten her 20 times out of like 22. She's never held a candle to Serena, but always held the check up higher. So when we look at all these forms, and this might be something that him might talk about since neither of us have seen it, but like that's when we talk about shit gets political in sports and shit like that. So it's just like, is this whole system we're under the thumb of, right? So it's like, Trump pardoned me, I'm free. You're literally free, but you're literally doing things that are putting perceptions, actual status, socioeconomic status. These are the things being affected by it, by these decisions. You know what I'm saying? So every time you come out with a song calling a black person a nigger, every time you make an album called Massa, every time you put on a black KKK hood, every time we do all these things, it affects our perception just as much. Like, I don't know. It's like
It's muddy.
we got Kanye putting on black KKK hoodies, and then we have 2 young black men being hung this past week after Charlie Kirk was murdered. You feel me? Like, I don't know. That's my whole point. It's just like, I don't mean to get that in depth of, that try to take the fun and deflate the air out of everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Jey Uso was this hostile takeover and the Uso brothers is really the most talented to ever step into a ring. And I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is that it all goes back to equal opportunity. And a lot of people fight for that in a lot of different ways in a lot of different areas of life. But there's a consistent pushback when groups who are not of the majority, and that's with anybody. Fuck trying to make this about a white man thing. This goes back to just human, human behaviors type shit. It's not that serious, but it does have that serious of an effect. Like, y'all know what I'm trying to get at though. Y'all know what I'm trying to get at though. Like, y'all hear what I'm saying. And I'm not saying it to 100% like the ability for you to get exactly what I'm saying, but you understand the road I'm going down. And you've seen it or been down there before. It all comes in different ways though. Like I said, is it a Lamar Jackson contract dispute? Is it a Colin Kaepernick kneel? Is it a Kyrie Irving, in comparison to Aaron Rodgers? Is it, we can go on and on. I don't know.
No.
Sorry, wrestling fans.
It is that deep.
I don't want to make it that deep for people who just want to enjoy themselves, but sometimes I got to ruin it a little bit. Sometimes you got to take 2 steps back to get 3 steps forward.
There's a man, his whole account is talking about black stuff in wrestling. I mean, and not the parade, like the deep shit like you're talking about. It's his whole channel. So you ain't the only one, and like it's a thing, bro. It's a thing. Yes, a lot of people won't want to hear it, or they're gonna be like, just how they doing everything. They're gonna find a way to nitpick your argument and make it invalid. Or why is everything about race? Because everything is, goddamn it. You know, like you said, you can do all that shit on the iPod. We're gonna call shit how we see it.
Yeah.
So,
You're not. Yeah, if you're gonna come to our space, you come to our space for probably to have conversations like this. You feel me? Like, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
for real.
Exactly. So it is that deep. Like, come on. This is a lot of us 30+ year old wrestling fans. We've been watching it since we were 5 years old. Same thing over and over
That's what
again, but it's not that. It's not about that. Come on. Get out of my face with
that's what I was
that,
about to
bro.
say. Once you've seen patterns for about 30 years, you can't trick a nigga no more. That's probably why like music and shit stops working, and like a lot of shit stops working when you're about 30. Like a lot of that is smoke screen and mirrors kind of thing. Like, a lot of shit that don't got substance no more, or that never has substance, don't hit the same no more.
Even back to fast food shit. And that's
It'd
a
be
little
smoking
different, but
weed.
just like you talk
It can
about,
be.
like,
It can be. You see Lou Ratchets? You see Lou
right.
Ratchets smoking weed one? His new one.
No, I
Niggas,
ain't seen it.
he flashed back to 2010. He was like, nigga, what's in this blunt? Our diesel. I'm high as shit. Yes, I'll be good the rest of the day. And then he goes sit to the future, and
No, seriously.
he's like, weed's legal now, nigga. Yeah, blah 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 blah. He said, you smoked that shit. He said, yo, how long it been? He said 5 minutes. He said, I ain't even high no more.
That's
He said, you sure we smoked this shit? He was like, are you sure we smoked this shit? He's like, yeah. He was like, we didn't smoke that shit. You feel me? I'm like,
it's so on point.
that is so good. That is so good. That's really good.
Like he's
That's really
funny,
good.
but he be right there on the head,
I tell
on
Mo,
the nail. Let me pause.
right,
'cause-
pause, right. He would hate that. What'd you say about me? I tell Ashley that
nigga,
all the
what?
time.
On whose head?
I tell Ashley that all the time. The best, like, if I'm gonna think something's funny, like, if you want me to laugh, it's got to be true. I'm not gonna laugh at something that's really not
It's
true.
got a little
It's
right.
got to be
Got
true,
a little
bro.
truth in it. I might wild out for a second. I'm like,
Hey,
bro,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
you
That's what
you threw a jab with a ha in it, bro.
that's what bro.
You knew what you was doing.
That's what I was telling. I was like, me and Rashad was talking about it. We feel bad for going after the low hanging fruit back in the day. Like, we learned you can't just joke on anybody. You gotta save that shit for something real, nigga. Just can't beat up a
Right.
nigga with no confidence and insecure and say a joke that's partially real. That's when you gotta save your fake shit and shit like that. Save your little, you feel me? But don't hit them with nothing real, nigga. Fucking nigga up. Nigga ain't made for that.
You shooting live rounds.
Right. No tracers in this motherfucker. None. No tracer
I'm
rounds.
bleeding, nigga.
I'm dead, nigga. Oh, I just shot you a little bit.
No. Nothing major.
That's fucked up. Niggas on YouTube.
I hit a main artery.
Man, that's right. I'm bleeding everywhere. I'm good though. Niggas, cause you know us, we good till our death, nigga. I'm good. I'm straight. I'll be
right. Like, nigga, you are literally dying. Like,
I know.
I can feel your heartbeat slowing down.
It's all good though. We'll be alright. Shit. Ain't nothing I can't bounce back from. Like, god damn.
Like, you literally won't, bro.
You're in denial, bro.
You're literally not going to bounce back, right?
You're in denial.
You reached the second stage of the grieving.
Congratulations before you died. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Nigga in straight denial. For death.
That's funny. For death. Make it till you make it, nigga.
A nigga reborn off denial is crazy.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
We
Told
would
you
do
niggas
it,
I would be back.
It can't hold a real nigga down. What the fuck?
1,000 years in the future. Told you niggas.
Shit. Oh shit. You want to transition to football? Well, do I even have sports for you? Oh yeah, I have a couple things. I do have a couple things.
Yep. Because that's about it for me.
All right, so we'll go U of L first. And not even the game today. This will be... It's not even about the game today, bro. It's just crazy. All right, Brom said Miller Moss, this is his first time in his career doing a cadence. He always had silent counts or clap counts. So he's adjusting to calling a cadence for the first time at 24 years old, 25 years old. Big deal or not a big deal? What do you think about it? You were a guard. You were right there.
I'm trying to be an unbiased fan and not think about it as a normal fan. But if I heard this about any quarterback, we're probably gonna laugh first and be like, "Nigga, what? A 24-year-old talking about like almost like he's a freshman, a true freshman." It's kind of a big deal. Then yes, because no, why did you recruit him? Is that
You want to have a serious conversation? We haven't talked about this on the pod yet. In University
yes?
of Indiana's quarterback, Mendoza, he's been projected as the #1 quarterback to be taken. Where did he transfer from? Cal. Isn't that Jake Plummer? Yeah, I think it's Jake Plummer.
Yes.
Okay. Prob was rumored to be at the forefront for him until Cignetti swiped him off the digs. And Miller Moss was our backup. This is rumor. Miller Moss was our backup. So does that make more sense to you? And Mendoza's a big 6'4", 6'5", really slings it. Like, go watch him play and you'll be like, oh my God, if we would have got him, oh my God. That's the way you look at Mendoza and you look at Miller Moss, like, he can get the job done.
That makes complete sense.
This
is my first hearing about it from you, but
I can't tell what the media does around here. If they like kind of protect themselves or they protect Prob, I don't know what, but I hear very few of this kind of chatter from them. I only hear it from certain people, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's word on the street. Indiana's quarterback's supposed to be our quarterback. So when you look at him put up 60 on Illinois and you wonder how in the hell did they do it?
Two things. He was like, Indiana took us off. Thank God they did. I was like, yes, because I'm sorry, I think they will open us up. I'll be honest with you.
Probably would beat us by 30.
And that's getting opened up to me. We might not lose as bad as Illinois did, but
anything over about 17 to 20,
right.
You never had a chance.
Starting to get busted.
You never had a chance. You feel me? So it's like, yeah.
The other thing is, back to your media protecting Prob.
Oh, okay.
We about to bust that door down. That's all I would say about that. It's like I said, I ain't into like, oh, I just want to purposely, I'm targeting you to rip you, but to call stuff like it is. You know what I mean? So
he just needs more constructive criticism in general. There's just too much. I feel UK fans feel this way about us, right? They're like, you make fun of Stoops. Think of it as girlfriends, right? You make fun of our girlfriend. Yeah, she's this or that, but like, she fits us, I guess. She's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish she should be better, but you know what I'm saying? When they look at Prob, like, y'all got an average chick. Y'all got like a 7, but y'all treat her like she's a 10. Y'all niggas is just in love. Wait till some real shit happens. You still gonna be in love then? Y'all are honeymoon. Y'all infatuated. You know why? Because y'all could have dated then, but y'all didn't date then. And now y'all finally dating and all this stuff. You know how it goes and wanting to be with somebody and y'all's time and all this stuff and blah, blah. And now y'all together, you just think she's the shit and her shit don't stink. And I remember when she wouldn't even fuck with a nigga like you and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But now I can see where UK fans feel that way. And I can look at U of L fans and be like, yeah, I agree. Just if you want to be honest, the way we look at it is like, just because he's a Catholic school quarterback from Louisville who actually went to the University of Louisville, I know there's very few of those, him and his brother running the show, he's one of us. I feel like a lot of our city looks like that's one of us representing us, which I feel like is huge here. I think I've lamented that off camera to you before, but I feel like we like our people to look and represent us. It goes back to the commercialism aspect. You know what I'm saying? Leaders and what they look like and just all that shit, what you're comfortable with. So I don't know. This just the honeymooning, like you said, might be over from that standpoint. Because we blamed everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Ron English, offensive lines, and Jake Plumbers, and we've done a lot, but we just haven't really just went straight up to the person and been like, yo, these are all your responsibilities. We need better from you in order to get a more successful result. So I know you're doing this, and I know you're doing a good job, but we need more from you, though. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Like, or you can be Kentucky where no one expects or even thinks that they'll ever be better. And they're just stuck in this shit. It's whether or other. So, what are you gonna say?
No, that I was agreeing with you. Like, no, That's exactly right. It's like, because you got, I look online, I look at U of L fans arguing, it's one of two. One, oh, this shit's trash. Mouse is trash. Blah, blah, blah. The other is, dude, we're 4-0. He just threw for 300 yards.
And 3
It's literally
touchdowns.
like, that's the, and 3 touchdowns. That's the back and forth. And like, I get it. Like today, I was like, he got, he pulled it out. He pulled it out. As our competition increases, I want to see, do you increase? Do you rise to the competition? You know what I mean? You do that, all right. Maybe it was a little too prejudgmental. So it's one of those wait and see. What
That's
we got? Is it Miami next?
um I agree with you. I literally thought the same exact shit you thought. As it keeps going up, or you're gonna keep going up. He did well today. He had 300 last game with no touchdowns. He had 300 with, and he had an interception last time. I think the interceptions are gonna come. I think we have to deal with that. I think he's gonna make 1 or 2 bad reads a game. I think he's gonna make 30 good ones. I think you know what I'm saying? Depends on how many times we throw the ball. I think our success, we're talking too much about Miller Moss. Get the offensive line together. Get a complementary run game. If you want to see peak efficiency of our offense, it's not going to be Miller Moss being at his best. It's going to be our offense being at its best. I think he needs more help in order for him to be at peak efficiency to someone like Mendoza, to someone like Schuff. That's fine, but don't blame him for needing more help. Like, he can still get it done. I watched him hit so many people in the numbers today when his feet was planted and he didn't have to move. That's good offensive line play. So it means he needs a good offensive line play in order to be his most effective. And if you're not going to give him that, you're not going to have your best chance to win. It's simple. Then from there, you're going to have to scheme up better ways in order for him to be effective when you know teams are going to be blitzing him up the A gap, making him move off his spot. So you're going to have to figure that out, coaches. So it's just shit like that. I'm with you, though. Like, and the Pittsburgh game actually gave me more confidence because after watching Virginia last night, I'm thinking to myself, well, I hope we can fight. I hope we can play real football. Like, fuck a team who can score 40 points. Like, that's cool. Like, can you really ball? Like, Pittsburgh, like, you ain't just going to go in there and beat them. Like, the score is not going to tell you what the game went like. You're going to have to go in there and take a game from them. I don't care what the score looks like. Just win the motherfucker. It's like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Once you walk into that stadium specifically, it's hard as fuck to win. Weird shit happens. Now go win a fight. I was wondering if his team was about to be, because people who don't fight much, they get emotional. And emotion is a hurdle they have to get over to in order to actually fight. People who fight all the time, they're not emotional about it. They fight. So are we fighters? Are we real football players? Or are we just niggas who like NIL money, who like playing basketball on turf, who like 7-on-7? Like looking good. Because we got a bunch of people who's supposed to be stars, but are we really going to get grimy when it's time to get grimy? We got grimy today. Okay. It gave me more confidence than a performance can give me. 300 yards or 3 touchdowns or any of that. Because we got Virginia coming up. And you're going to play 60 minutes of football to win. And then you're going to have to rest up. And then you have to do the same thing again against a better team. So like you said, can you get better? So I'm with you. Like, that's a lot of people want to get mad and yell at people and this and that. I'm kind of like, shut up in a way. And I'm like, you don't like this? Because everyone likes being the first person. Everyone likes being right. Everyone likes a prediction. That's why I kind of like the analysis on the back end more, because I'm like, you niggas don't know shit. You just guessing that shit. That's what everybody does. Aren't you kind of tired of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, aren't you tired of the ESPN just throwing a show on and saying somebody's going to win just because you feel me? Don't nobody know shit. Let's analyze it afterwards and see how the shit actually fell. So they're predicting how the sky's going to fall. I don't know. Long-winded way of just being like, I feel the same way about Louisville fans on both sides. Well, I'm just kind of like, there was so many people waiting to be like, I told you so. And then so many people being like, well, I told you, Miller Moss. Just let shit fall. Just let shit be. Why do you have to like champion a nigga so hard? Why does he have to suck? How are you a fan? I'd be confused, bro. I'd be like, why are you even doing this?
People love opinions online. Just like,
I don't know. I get.
Put that wrong.
So that's kind of my spill on them. Alabama won, I'm guessing.
Alabama won by 3.
So we're gonna have Nick on.
So if no, for real. And my group chat down in Bama about the fantasy league. They in their road tag. So
God,
they hype.
Jesus,
They hype.
roll fucking tide.
If A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C, right?
Obviously, transitive properties.
If Virginia beat Florida State and Florida State beat Alabama and Alabama beat Georgia, would Virginia beat Georgia? Keep that shit going.
You gotta keep it going. Is Louisville better than Georgia? What? They don't even play each other. Got the same niggas doing. Oh, I thought you were about to say it. You got the same niggas doing the rankings as Tone Salone, East End Cardinals, nigga. You got the same nigga doing the rankings.
Louisville's ranked number one.
To the street Cardinals. That's crazy.
That's funny.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Stack on a nigga threw a stack on an 8-year-old.
Yeah. And then Coach was like, I think they're gonna lose up at Pittsburgh. Boy, I know he couldn't. I know he was waiting. He couldn't, because I told him, I said, I'll give you a shout out. I'll tell everybody you was right if they win. That's why I was like, a lot of people really was like lightweight, like hoping niggas would lose or something.
Just to say they was right.
Right. And that's my point. That's my point. It's just kind of like, what kind of world is that to live in? What kind of world is that to live in? Why do you want to be right about the things going wrong? That don't make sense. You'd rather be right about things going wrong than enjoying the right. What's right?
Right. And like, I'll give my opinion, but sometimes I'd be like, I hope I'm wrong. Like, I'm real. Like, I truly hope I'm wrong. This is just
two things can be true
based on certain shit and stuff for patterns, but I'm like, I hope I'm wrong about it. Like, for real. Like, prove me wrong, motherfucker.
Right. Exactly.
That shit. Maybe it's the thing.
Lastly, I guess two more things. Jordan Travis, he spoke on his time at Louisville playing for Bobby Petrino. He said, how I got treated there was not right. I was depressed at Louisville. He said Bobby Petrino grabbed him by his face mask and yelled at him and slung his head around, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. Have you ever had anything like that happen to you, for one? And two, has it ever discouraged you from playing the game you loved? You probably still love it, but just don't play it no more.
It happened to us when we were 7 years old.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I'm not tripping. You remember that one time? You remember that one time our coach, somebody got in trouble at school, and our coach made us all run into him, like while he actively. That's what I'm saying. Like
Bull in the ring type.
Yeah, but like he got in trouble at school, so like we all lined up and we just all like took turns destroying him. And he was like, "Guess you ain't gonna get in trouble at school no more, are you? Because you're gonna have to answer to your brothers. Your brothers are gonna be the ones that give you the whooping. How you like that? Because you think shit's funny because you don't listen to your mama." Yeah, that's why I'm like, when I sent you that one thing. What?
It was somebody that was kind of soft too. So
I know.
By the time getting fucked up.
Okay, this is how I remember it. By the time I got up to him, he was like bawling, crying. Like, you feel me? Like, and I was just like, and I'm just kind of like, I'm about to fuck you up, nigga. I don't give a fuck about you crying. Fuck you mean?
I'm about to finish you off, nigga.
Yeah, I'm about to finish you off, fuck nigga. Like, it was just peewees. That's why I be trying to ask people all the time, what kind of mentality do you think it takes in order to win? I ask people that all the time because I'm like, we didn't make it. I hope you know that, right? Like, we'll rip your face off.
Come through it. Because what I gotta do.
Like, we will. Like, we just not the ones who's just gonna walk in and rip your face off. We'll probably let you get a good lick in or something. Yeah, we're not gonna leave with that. But like, we know we have that in us, right? So that's why I just kind of be like, before you talk shit about somebody not doing something or being good enough or having a dog in them, I just kind of be like, you might want to watch yourself first, man. These niggas, like, this ain't nothing to blink at. Running into someone at 20 miles an hour is nothing to wince at. Like, we're volunteering to do it. And then you say, you suck, you're not doing it, I could do it better. Righty. But yeah, I've been done like that before too. So I don't know. Like, I think TJ Gritton's dad cussed me out when I was in flag, and cussed me out in flag.
And then you had a second question. You said, has something like that ever happened? And then you said,
have it ever discouraged you?
I played until I was 18, so no, it didn't. We had probably one of the toughest little league programs in the country. Let's be honest, in the country. Like, I'm sure you can find programs that were tougher. Sure, we're gonna be in the top 5 to 1%. You know, what I mean, of just everybody can't make it here.
Haven't you seen multiple ambulances show up to Little League games while we're playing? That's why I just.
I mean, when people, I'm kind of a sore loser. Is in the like, I don't like to lose. Like, if you beat me, I will be like, like you got it, you got me. But I hate that shit. And it started there. It started there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it did. I'll be trying to figure out where it started, like specifically, but like I can't necessarily pinpoint it. I can't pinpoint.
like we were crying over losing a regular season little league game. Crying like somebody in our family passed away.
Meanwhile, niggas will get
Like,
destroyed for like, you feel me? Like niggas just in hidden just like ain't no nigga crying no other time. But as soon as a nigga lose a game, nigga, I'm gonna watch you run through half of Louisville and then watch half of Louisville tackle you, nigga. But you won't cry because you lost, nigga. You feel me? Like that's the kind of shit. Like that's why. But that's why I be like, man, pressure with niggas, dog. We got I ain't gonna say we got different standards, but we have levels of standards, onions of standards. And that was one where it was like, if we didn't meet that standard in there, people like on the outside was like, y'all so great, y'all so good, this and that. Like, yeah, because we had a certain standard we had to meet inside that. Y'all don't understand how, unless you was there or unless you know somebody or something, like you have no clue. You have absolutely no clue. I swear. I'm not even trying to over-exaggerate it, bro. I'm really not. But when I go back in my head, I wasn't that good. I was good one year, but that was it, like, in my head. Because I'm like, y'all don't understand. Brandon McDonald and D. Edward and fucking... Or even like you. I'm sure there's probably times where you like, I don't know what you identify with. The year where I jump up and we winning and second year and you starting, or the years where you got to go up against Cortez and Damo and fucking like
it's like, yeah, I had some success, but it'd be like, nah, y'all don't.
You wasn't there when I wasn't succeeding, nigga.
Right. Y'all don't get the gauntlet of niggas, every drill, every practice that we had to go up against.
All started at their respective high schools. Jonathan Barth. Y'all all started at y'all's respective high schools.
Even right.
And they all play 6A football.
Even with all that, like I said, in the same drill, every practice, every rep.
And we're saying this, and I think people just think we're saying names, but I don't think people understand how much bigger these people were than. I ain't gonna say bigger. Yeah, just straight up bigger. I mean, shit. You know how it is to be. I don't think people understand what an undersized lineman is like. The life of that is like either, like in comparison. You feel me? Like we ain't teaching crazy technique at a young age. Like that's all dog. That's all dog. Can you last? Right. Can you survive? And can you win? You feel me? And can you get up and can you do it again? Against motherfuckers who's, you feel me, cracking. Really out here cracking shit.
Are you gonna quit?
Right. Are
you gonna quit?
It makes you love something. For real. Yeah, you're right. They brainwashed.
With all that, the worst part for me of practice.
Now shut up.
I
hate was that fucking lap?
On the pants. Not even the pants. I know you're like, that's so random.
Why? Because it mentally did something to you.
No, and I hated how they felt, bro. I know that's just like,
I told you.
Out of all this shit.
I knew it.
This shit, right? I don't like how the pants feel.
I hated them too.
Nigga.
I hated them too. It felt like putting a work uniform on. You know when you put your work uniform on and you're like, fuck, I guess I'm going in this motherfucker. When you it's not the helmet, It's not the shoulder pads. It's when you put them pants on and them cleats on and your bottom half is ready to go, you're just like, fuck. Like, it takes the wind out. Because then your pants, they never seem to fit exactly right because practice pants, they don't get the detail they need to anyways. Nigga, on the pass they gave you that year, they might not even work well Wait, you feel me? Like, and people, I heard somebody said something about kids these days complaining about something. And it said we had to play with this shit. And it had a full set of knee pads, thigh pads, side pads, and a butt pad. And I was like, on God, bro, on God. And you know the worst part about it? Bro, I swear, it's what always happened to me. Look, so I forget my butt pad. You know, all right, Marcus, you know, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, I got hit in my tailbone. Day I forgot my butt pad. I said never again. I said never again. I'll always keep a butt pad. I'll always pause. You feel me? So when I be watching people without no pads these days, I'm like, once you get to like your legs develop to a certain level, yeah, I could see that. But love-hate relationship. I didn't need the side pads, right? Side pads, they was. And then what about the ones that would hang out? That's what I'd be talking about. Like you have a practice pants, so like wouldn't even necessarily fit. And it's like, why is my shit hanging out? And shit like that. Like I didn't have them problems the older I got. But when I was young, yeah, and I was trash, yeah. Those were trash problems.
Like, then we had them nice jerseys. Big loose motherfuckers.
You know the worst part about it, Rashid?
Remember the Titans practice?
Me, Quan, and like a couple other people finally got the tight sleeves, but our bottom half was still loose as fuck. What's the point? What was the point?
Can I get the full uniform?
Just give me the big, the double striped around around the sleeve, motherfucker. The old big scuba. Just give me the duct tape. Give me the electric tape. You feel me? So, yeah, man, I'm just thinking back on shit like that. I'm like, you kids, y'all's helmets, our helmets didn't cost as much as y'all's cleats. Like y'all niggas is totally different. Totally different. I hope Amelia plays quick recall or something. Everything costs too much. Some non-contact. I'd be happy if you got every question wrong, nigga. Better than that. But yeah.
He'll be there supporting.
Go do fencing or something, nigga. Shit. I think it's it for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. Other part, but yeah. Only other thing I was gonna say, you think Derrick Henry's gonna come back refocused after fucking up 3 weeks in a row? I got purple on, I got Louisville on. Don't let them down.
You can't team down like that. Like, this ain't to dump on him. He's still a great running back. But like, it'd be the moments too. It'd be like, man, why didn't you do that in the first quarter? Like, y'all trying to mount this comeback. Y'all got a big drive right now. And
then why y'all do it when you're with Lamar?
At the end of the day, it's going to come back on him. Because at the end of the season, ain't nobody going to be like, the people that really, really are into football will be like, oh, Derrick Henry fumbled that. I remember that. But the masses is going to be like, Lamar can't get it done. Well, it matters. You know what I mean? So
I don't want to say these words, but unfortunately somebody said, and they said, the Ravens gonna turn him to the Russell Westbrook of the NFL. I said, oh God, please don't tell me that. Please don't. They're gonna tell him that it was all his fault. They're gonna say that he should have changed his ways. They're gonna say that he needs a certain kind of offense in order for him to be successful. And when he doesn't, they're gonna say, and I'm just like, let's not have this conversation right now, please. It's not over. I'm not having that conversation right now. He's in year 8. We'll have that conversation in year 13. Give me 5 years.
Right. This guy I work with, he's my dad's friend. And we're cool too. I mean, his name is Cam. He might be...
Oh yeah, you told me about him.
He might be further along than Rodney. As far as like, I'm telling for real how he feels like. So he talks about Louisville shit a lot. I was talking about the other one, Oddball, and he was saying like, man, y'all got to get me on there one time. I was like, all right, Cam. I was like, I'm gonna call your name one time. Be ready.
You show up.
But he talks about the Ravens. He's calling for Harbaugh. He's like,
okay, me too. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna end it as. I'm done with Harbaugh. I am. Thought he was a defensive coach. He got 40 put on his head twice. I don't really care about numbers as much as I do about timely stops nowadays. I feel like defense has changed a little bit. and they do the opposite. They give up a bunch of untimely flashy plays, and you can't be a defensive coach and your team can't play no defense. I can just hire a different coach. I heard you're a control freak, so I wondered about things like, why don't you hire Bobby Petrino if you're not getting the most out of Lamar Jackson? Doesn't that make the most sense? He was hired to be Michael Vick's head coach at one point, and he was the one to coach him to a Heisman win. But I know that you were such a control freak that you're not going to let Bobby come in and, be Bobby. I don't like, I'm done with hardball. I ain't gonna lie to you. Too many things go back to him. It's almost like the Prob conversation. It's like, when both of them, when are we gonna have serious conversations about constructive criticism instead of scapegoating it to everything or everyone else in each case-by-case scenario? So, just thoughts. We'll see if they bounce back. It's probably what we're ending. So, if you haven't heard, we're done with the Oddcast. We've been reborn as the Odd Pod. So tap in with us. Appreciate the love, everything we've been getting. Leave a comment, leave a reaction. Tell me I suck. Something. Let us know you're there. So,
Especially if you really watch our stuff. Let us know.
and that's for real. Like, yeah, it's for real too. Like, I'm not playing. Like, seriously, say something, comment. Love to interact with y'all. I know how many see our shit, so believe me, comment.